Great Scott! This is Salamancer! Okay, I know. I'm pretty terrible at that accent. But you know what? It's TF2 time after like almost a week of not making videos, and I do apologize for all of that, but I was in Colorado doing some snowboarding. And you might have seen on Twitter that I put out a public service announcement to not, to not wear a helmet. Definitely wear your helmet while you're snowboarding. Because, ow. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, you may recognize, if you're a longtime viewer of SalTV, one of these teams, because guess what? It's Clan McCart in the blue. Good old friends of mine. We used to scrim them back when I was on the felt all the time, and they are just the nicest bros in TF2. Bros and gals, I guess, because they may or may not have one gal on their team. Actually, they do. And for now, I think I'm going to watch Raging Caucasian here, actually, the red spy, who is just barely visible as an outline, like right here, hanging out. We're going to check him out for a little bit and see where he decides to go get the first stab. Actually, yeah, okay, so he is, I think, using the Cloak and Dagger. And we'll be watching as Clan McCart sneaks out here. One thing to watch for Clan McCart, of course, is that they're going to have their sniper probably peeking out pretty soon. There is, of course, a sticky trap on the door, so they got to be careful about that. Kella, the heavy, going to be trying to knock out all the stickies, and it looks as if right away the scout getting on the cart, just dodging non-stop. So he's going to get that cart moving immediately, and that is an important thing to do. This is a stopwatch mode. Every single second counts. And so Raging Caucasian is just kind of watching right now, and it seems like nobody's died on either team, which is quite impressive. There you go. Jordan and Neronia finally go down to X, the ultimate demo man. Just kidding, on Spanny. But X, sounds like a pretty cool name for an ultimate demo man. And right now we do see a pretty standard defense going on with the dispenser set up behind the little wall there, so I don't think anything can actually shoot through that chain link fence. And it seems that now, there you go, just as we take the camera off of him, our spy for red team goes pretty huge, so that's good. They did lose their medic, but it looks as if they have taken down Justin Observer on the medic as well, actually. So wondering what happened to Yellow Cake there, because he used to play medic for them, but it looks as if Justin has decided to play for this match. Don't know if there was a roster change or what. That's an interesting choice for them. Thief right now. The red sniper will be looking to take down the heavy. Tough shot through the grass there, but of course he just has to keep his sniper rifle pretty level. Looking for the heavy there. Now looking for the demo, who is on top of, yeah, there you go, Elizer, or Elizer, I don't know. He is down now to Eric. I like this guy's name, although he spells it wrong, but it's okay. It's okay. I will forgive you for your egregious misspelling of my name. And this is not a bad little defense. The sentry gun is going to get taken down pretty easily because it is a mini sentry, but it seems, whoa, I almost knocked my computer over. It seems as if our red team is quite fine without using a level 3 sentry, and I haven't really seen a level 3 sentry be all that effective on this first point, except maybe with the, oh, nice Uber here, maybe with the Wrangler. And so this Uber doing actually a really good job of knocking out a lot of red players, including the medic right now. Oh, whoa, Justin Observer needs to get a little farther away from that heavy, just for safety's sake and for my blood pressure, but it looks like they are in fact okay, and then we'll start pushing this again. I want to say Justin used to play scout for them, and now Bio, I think that's his name. Oh, gets a side stab on Eric. So, sorry, Eric, these things happen. But a nice little side stab there from Bio, using the dead ringer to traverse the map quite easily. And now, of course, there will be an upstairs route open. Immediately, the spy going for that. I like this play. Immediately going to start sowing discord and confusion among the defenders' ranks. Although they may have just spotted him up here. And it looks as if they have. They are also going to know that's a dead ringer. So they're going to be watching now. Of course, that can actually make them paranoid, and if nothing else, it's a useful thing to have your opponents being paranoid all the time. They're checking their backs, they're not always checking their fronts, like where FaZe is right now, and FaZe seems to be a pretty decent sniper. Kella, a monster heavy, though. Absolutely monstrous. It seems like Kella just never dies, or if she does, she's already taken out like 5 people in a push, so you really got to watch out for that. Spy going for the stab on the heavy, but kind of backs off after he doesn't get it, and here comes the Uber once again on the demo man. I'm liking that play. It's working out fairly well for them so far. They're taking down the heavy, and now good old Doc here. Forget what's his name supposed to be. Oh no, I'm okay. Well, anyway, the people in the comments will tell me. Good counter Uber here on the demo as well. Not getting a heck of a lot of damage done so far though. They have taken down Elizer. Going for the the sniper here as well, but there is an offensive level 3 sentry in the tunnel, and I'd like to see how they got that set up, but very good push, and of course this is going to help cement that push with a nice teleporter location there as well. FaZe taking down X, the ultimate red demo man, and our push seems to be petering out just a little bit for the moment for our blue team, as they've lost a couple players that were trying to get in and do some flanking action. Didn't really work too well, but they've got a big Uber advantage right now. Justin, of course, has about 75%, and we'll probably be taking the Demo Man in once again. They do need to knock out this level 3 sentry location. Ropeburn seems like he knows his stuff here as an engineer, and with that kind of get up, I am not surprised. And yes, I did just say get up. And by the way, nice UGC Highlander. This must be the UGC version of the map. Yes, there is that. It's pretty awesome. And yep, here comes the Uber right now. Getting blasted away by the Pyro, but it is too late. There goes the sentry, and all of that nest is gone. Oh man, sorry about that. Missed about a second there of a heavy retreating, but it looks like 3 members left alive for the red team, and this is helping quite a bit. This Wrangle level 3 sentry being pushed forward by the engineer Neuronia. And wow, actually caught the spy out, who did lay down a sapper, but that will be fixed right back up by that Southern Hospitality. So now the cart is already halfway to the 3rd point here, which is actually a fairly easy... You can get it through here pretty easily, but once you walk out through that choke point, that's the tough part. So it seems like we had a little bit of a backstab situation on the heavy, and the medic is going to go down as well. So that is that for our medic for the team... The Last Bosses. By the way, that is the team name of the opponents. I am so bad at this. But yeah, red team is the Last Bosses, and it seems like so far the Last Bosses have fallen into predictable patterns. I think that's the joke anyway. I'm not entirely sure myself, honestly, if they meant to be like the final boss or something else entirely. But now Jordan sneaking around past the sticky trap there. And he's got to watch out for this sniper who could shave his head clean off at any point. This is a tough choke point to push through. Teams do typically do what our clan McCart is doing right now, and that is walking through the upper area to try and knock out this sentry. So far, not actually working. This is a very, very tough sentry spot to take down without some very coordinated action from the spy, the heavy, the demo man, or just getting really lucky and the opponents are looking the other way. That's pretty much how you got to take it out. So, oh, by the way, nice little sandwich throw there. A little bit too late for our friend here. Just a little bit. And now we've got still people just sneaking in and pushing the cart. I do like that play, of course. Sometimes you are going to get taken out. FaZe was taken out there, but he keeps the cart moving forward for another 30 seconds, or at least not moving backwards. And that's quite important, remember, in stopwatch mode. Raging Caucasian just got spotted, and I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't... Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, well, Zarlord didn't quite pay enough attention there, I guess. And Raging Caucasian ends up taking him down. Zarlord used to play Spy, by the way, so seeing him play... Oh, nice save! Raging Caucasian stopping that cap for another couple of seconds at least. Yeah, Zarlord used to play Spy, so interesting to see him playing Soldier. Maybe they have had some pretty big roster switches, I guess. We do have a nice little positioning here on the cart. So close to getting captured. Just maybe half a second of touching that cart by anybody on the blue team could get it pushed, but it's about 8 seconds away from starting to move backwards, so they need to get in here pretty quickly. Justin Observer using the Vitasaw, and there you go! Xeno Cyber running in with, what even weapon was that? I didn't see. But was using one of those flamethrowers, just walks in, WM1's his way to victory, and his team is very grateful for it. 95% Uber on Foil right now. He's got to watch out, and I like Foil's positioning here, actually. I liked it right up until there where he got forced, but he kind of had to get back, and that was just about the only way to do it anyway, so not too bad. But he, not quite a free Uber anymore because Justin Observer is back up with 50% charge, and so they are going to have it if they push quickly, which it looks like they are doing. Got to be a little bit careful that they watch out for the sniper, though, who is probably, yep, already... Oh, no, that was the Pyro. My bad. Where's the sniper? You would expect to see him pretty far back there because this is a huge open sniper playground right here. So far, though, a nice little push, and the spy does get taken out. Bio is down for the count to the soda popper. Believe it or not, that is allowed in UGC. Zarlord jumps in, doing the typical roaming soldier thing, and most of our red team is set up here. They don't have much of a sentry location yet, and nice kill on Ropeburn by... Wait. No, I'm sorry, by Eliezer. Justin Observer is getting a domination there with the Uber charge that he just popped. They got to get this cart pushing forward up the hill, and this hill is so hard to traverse. Looks like they have just barely snuck it up there. And there you go. They did, however, get taken down by X, the amazing demo man from the Last Bosses. So I gotta tell you, a Last Boss just called X, that's pretty scary. But he did get taken down by a spy. Bio doing his work real well. Sorry about that. I almost missed an important kill. DJ Operator sneaking in and using that axe extinguisher to ask... I'm sorry. I'll just stop now. I was going to say to ask him a question, and then I completely screwed that up. Interesting that we do have the lock and load being used. Sentry gun for our offensive team does go down. The sentry for the defense seems to still be up. And no, actually it is down for the moment. So we got to get rope burn back over here with some more metal to construct another one. Meanwhile, there is an Uber coming in, and actually this is a really well-timed Uber for the red team. They push in here while their opponents only have 75%, and what they're doing is they're just trying to clear out some space for the engineer to set up his sentry and build his level 3 without being harassed. That's going to give the rest of their team enough time to play with. That they can. Oh, I didn't know you could send stickies in through that window, but you can. That is actually pretty nasty for our attacking team. And I mean, this point is just so hard to take. It really is. Looks like they still want to keep that cart up the hill, which is... oh, wait. You know what? Actually, there is no backwards thing on it. Never mind. Never mind. This is a different version of the map. So the old version of PL Swiftwater, yeah, that... actually, there's really important crits going on that I'm completely missing. Anyway, there you go. Nice crits. But yeah, the old version of the map, of course, had a hill that the cart would roll back down. Apparently, they decided to change that. It seemed like a lot of teams were getting stuck on that hill, and just basically all the games would end there almost. So, I do like that they changed it and they got rid of all the reverse sections. And Elise are going huge once again. Neronia looks like he wants to go huge as well with the Widowmaker, but he will be setting up probably a... oh, is that a teleporter, I guess, maybe? I don't know. I would think he'd be setting up a mini sentry, but it looks like he's not going to do that, and he is instead going to cause that pyro to bleed just a little bit, but there is a nice little health kit right there, so he's perfectly fine. Meanwhile, though, the medic and pyro, once again, pyro pushing that cart across the point. Medic, however, was a little bit too overexposed, got taken out. Foil is now going to have an uber advantage to defend the final point for his team. And let's just see if there are any changes real quick down on this part of the map. Doesn't look like it so far. Yeah, you can set the sentry right here. There is, of course, the upper hallway up there that you can kind of harass from. So, yeah, looking pretty good. And actually, red team taking a very forward position here, but it is going to cost them. They lose Foil. Straight up, just got WM1'd again from Xeno Cyber. And Black Belt, oh, no, sir. Akilla knew what you were up to. Knew your tricks. And she just said no. It's going to be, oh, I think they actually just spotted Spy there, but he got away. So it is going to be time for some heavy on sentry action, I think, pretty soon. Pretty darn soon. Yeah, they are going to walk through here, and they're actually going to send the Demo Man in as well. I do like the combo, the Demo, Heavy, and Medic group. It is a very difficult group to beat, but the only problem is that it may not be as mobile as it could be. And there you go, Heavy on sentry action. What did I say? What did I say? There needs to be a couple of sticky bombs thrown in there, though, or this Uber is going to be wasted. And, ooh, the Uber is wasted, so not good. Looks like the medic is actually the last one out of that room, which is not usually how you want to be unless there's an opponent on the other side over here, which there might have been. Xeno Cyber doing a good job holding down this flank, though, trying to keep the soldier Eric away from the rest of the team, but he is actually doing a really good job over there. Well, our blue team is still kind of trying to feel their way around here and see which way they should push. They don't have the Uber yet, and Foil is actually pretty close to having his. But the cart is so close right now to the end, and the sentry actually somehow did get taken down. I missed it, but the engineer rope burn is down as well. They're going to try and set some sticky traps right there. Oh, Scout getting in so close to capturing it right now, and they will probably get it captured. There it goes. Clan McCart captures all 5 points in 12 minutes and 14 seconds. PL Swiftwater, a long map. Just FYI, my voice is going to be disgustingly bad by the end of this. Pretty bad anyway. I mean, yeah, it is. But I do love me some Highlander, and right now we get to see what happens with our red team as they set up. That is going to be Clan McCart now in the red. Of course, if you don't know the way stopwatch works, this is slightly different from your average 6 versus 6 match, so you could be forgiven for not knowing. But stopwatch mode basically means that both teams have one chance to attack, one chance to defend, and in fact, we'll probably have more like 2 or 3 chances, because most of the time when people send me matches from UGC, it's because they go to a 3rd round. So, with that said, whoever sets the best time on the most number of points wins. Essentially, that is kind of the way to look at it. So 12 minutes and 14 seconds for all 5 points captured by Clan McCart means that now McCart just needs to hold on to these points for over 12 minutes and 14 seconds. So if the blue team caps, I mean, I'm probably beating a dead horse here, but if the blue team caps in under 12-14, then they win. If they do not, then they lose. And there's a Kritzkrieg here. This is an interesting decision considering they are not actually being aggressive with it right now. Foil did not actually die there, of course. That is just a Dead Ringer activation. And it looks as if Zarlor did get taken down, though. Bio already going huge. And he is not dead yet, using that dead ringer. There is, of course, a offensive mini-sentry out here by Ropeburn now. I do like to see the engineer, and we've been featuring him quite a bit. But looks as if... oh, did I just hear Foil go down? I did. Foil dropped an Uber, and we missed it. But that was going to be Foil getting taken out there. Nonetheless, Blue, the scout for the last bosses, is going to be pushing the cart forward. And they just need to get to that first point rather quickly, but they also need to get the frags. That's one thing you got to be concerned about, especially when your opponents have a Kritzkrieg. And here it comes with the Demo Man right now. They, didn't quite hit the Pyro, the medic there. There, they take down Ropeburn, and the cart is going to fall back down that hill. Oh, sorry about the camera work there, fellas. So, nice little sticky work around the cart means that Blue Team is not going to be able to take it for now. Nonetheless, there is Pyro coming in here to try and take out the team. Blue Spy going for a side stab. That time it did not work, and there's a train on the map. Oh my god! Sorry. Okay, so I don't know if I did that last time around, but there's definitely a moving train on this map, and it just surprises me every time I see it. But you can see the stopwatch slowly ticking down, and of course the stopwatch that's important right now is the one on the bottom. That is how long it's going to take before Blue Team loses the entire thing. Now, of course, the one on the top matters too. If they can't cap the first point within, 2 minutes and 50 seconds from now, then, I mean, they just straight up lose before the bottom timer even runs out. But that doesn't usually happen. Usually they do get relatively close. So we'll see. FaZe for Clan McCart sitting back and finds Ropeburn. He's looking for the medic now as well, or maybe just waiting for the heavy, but he is getting pressured a little bit by this scout over here. He's in that soda popper once again, which is, oh, there you go, Thief. Takes him down. But that soda popper for the scout is a weapon that... Oh, Raging Caucasian. No, sir. Too many players over there. Sorry, it's a weapon that as you run around, just every single step you take increases... oh no, somebody's going to make a song out of this. Every single step you take increases your charge until you get to run around with like 8 or 10 seconds of mini crits on your soda popper. Or whatever weapon I think you have out. So, kind of useful. The only problem is, of course, unlike the scattergun, it has only 2 shots at a time loaded. It's a relatively quick reload, but it's not quite as good as the scattergun in terms of just rushing up to somebody and meat-shotting the crap out of them. Nonetheless, those mini-crits can be super useful. So, Spy and Pyro down for the Blue Team right now, Pyro down for Red, and they've lost their Spy as well, so kind of a symmetrical play right now. But our Red Team has got a pretty good hold set up so far. A nice little backwards teleporter location over there. The sentry is still up, but it does get taken down now, and there goes Neuronia. So a counter Uber coming in, maybe a little bit too late. They might take down 1 or 2 of the players, though. They really want to go after the medic, and probably will take him down. Foil is, yep, there you go, taken out. And most of the team now, wow. So Xenocyber, WM1's his way to victory once again. But yeah, most of the Blue Team did get taken out there. Just an Observer needs to stay alive, because if he can't, then that's going to be a problem for their team. But he does manage to get away from it just barely. There's a sandwich there on the ground as well. Oh, so delicious. And Just an Observer will stay alive. That's going to keep their team in or running for quite a long time. 8 minutes, 34 seconds left for this cap. And, ooh, DJ Operator. Sneaky, sneaky with that Magica hat. So he's getting around behind. So is Ropeburn. Wow, this is actually some really chaotic play right now. Intended to spread chaos on the flanks by our Blue Team. And, oh, they've found the Scout. Nonetheless, Scout does get taken down, but Zarlor and Jordan down as well, and the Pyro is still at large. So it looks as if the last bosses may have actually pulled something out here. Where'd that Pyro go? Oh, no, he gets taken down. Okay, so, yeah, that's not going to work very well for you, Raging Caucasian. But it was probably not the world's best spot. Wait, oh, whoa, are you kidding me? So Killa had the drop on the opponent here, and for some reason, both of these medics just died. I don't even know what was happening right there, but it was probably important. And our heavy now, Black Belt, is going to be walking around. He is spun up, but gets taken down relatively quickly there by a combination of Scout, Soldier, and heavy weapons guy. DJ Operator now once again going for those flanks, and somehow Xenocyber WM1 once again. I'm wondering if Xenocyber has played a lot of Pyro, because I used to see that guy, I thought on Demo Man maybe? I don't remember exactly. But pretty much just walking around with his mouse button taped down. In case you were wondering what WM1 means, it just means hold down W and hold down mouse 1. And that is how you play Pyro, ladies and gentlemen. Just kidding, not always. Not always. But yeah, lock and load using those 2 pills, no rolling, and splash damage I think about the same. But yeah, basically if they don't hit a player, they just kind of fizzle out. So you don't get the splash damage of your normal rollers that you see from a lot of the regular old grenade launcher. Nonetheless, this guy does have a nice sticky trap set up on the cart. And this cart is actually moving backwards. It's kind of funny watching it move backwards uphill, but hey, it happens, I guess. There you go, though. Blue team getting quite a few important kills, including the demo. And of course, once that demo was gone, the stickies on the cart were gone, and now they should be able to push it forward. Nonetheless, they're getting taken out by Thief right now, who is still watching that. Oh, no, that's not a Thief. FaZe. I find FaZe. Because Thief's watching the cart as well, doing a pretty good job of covering his soldiers. But there you go. FaZe takes him down. Not going to be very happy about that. Cart is very close to getting capped right now. 6 minutes left to go before McCart wins this stopwatch round. Do remember that UGC is played as a best-of-3 stopwatch rounds. And right now, Bio is just going to be having a field day here, waiting for people to walk out. Especially the medic! Oh, foil! Let me see. Oh, come on. Okay, I don't think that was a drop. Sorry, you would see little fizzly electrical things on the medic if that was a drop. So I don't think they actually had the Uber yet. But you gotta watch your back there, and that medic was really exposed walking out like that. I'm not sure why he did it, actually. But X the Demo Man, going to be spamming up there with pills, and now needs to do some reloading. But there you go, they do get the cart capped on that second point. Got to get to the third very quickly here. In fact, they have to pretty much push the cart non-stop now, because if they don't, that is going to be the round. Oh, I like that play by Bio. He does end up getting found out there, though, so now he's just going to try and do a distraction play for a little while here until he dies to DJ Operator. And how did he... Oh, okay, there's a little ladder back there. That works. All right. Cool. So this is actually a high sentry location. A little bit more exposed than the sentry that is downstairs, but it's got a much better line of sight, and with the Wrangler it can be very, very useful. So it looks like our red team here, Clan McCart, has a strategy of trying to shut down a lot of their opponent's movement. They may still not have anybody in here. No, they do. They've got actually Kella and their demo man as well, a Laser, holding that down. So that's actually really huge right now. If they can keep most of their flanking routes secure like that, then there is just not a lot that our blue team can do about this. Raging Caucasian may want to go for... okay, I think he's... There you go. Does decide to put the Snapper on. And takes down the teleporter. So bomb getting pushed right now, but it won't probably last terribly long as the sentry is still up. And pushing that cart past this sentry location, not going to happen. Just not going to happen. But there you go. Wow, FaZe taking down Black Belt, no problemo. So without Heavy and a Medic, that's going to be very tough for the blue team to push this cart forward. Right now, it's not getting pushed at all. And Elieser's just going to hop around a little bit. Yeah, I do like the hold right now by red team. It'll probably get broken eventually, but one thing you can definitely say about these Clan McCart holds is that they do some stuff that is very, very different. People just do not expect it, and if you don't expect it, you haven't practiced for it, sometimes it's very difficult to see how to respond to the situation. So we will see whether our good friends on the last bosses actually can do that sort of response. Bio's still using that dead ringer, of course, and X probably knows it. He's going to be watching for that spy. But they need to push this. They need to push this very soon, if not now. Bio ends up getting taken down there by a sniper who was being a little suspicious. If they don't push this now, I mean, it's too late. They've actually taken down the sentry once. Didn't even spot that happening, but now the sentry is getting rebuilt. Takes a pill, takes a rocket, and nonetheless, Engineer is still keeping that repaired. Gotta watch out now for people running in these flanks, and here comes a big flanking attack. They do have 100%. They need to pop that right now, and they do, but a good counter pop, and there you go. We do get to see a little bit more than Mouse 1 action from our Pyro now, as he is using the air blast to try and control space just a little bit, going straight for that medic as well. Cannot quite get him, so Foil stays alive, eats a sandwich. He will be okay for another attack, nonetheless. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go before our blue team loses. They're getting a little closer, but 2.5 minutes to get those last 2 points is a tall order. So I'm probably going to give this round to Clan McCart. I'm going to call it a little bit early. I know, I do that from time to time, but it's going to be very, very difficult for the last bosses to get this. Justin Observer running the crit streak again. So once he gets that built, if he gets it built, he will probably launch it onto the demo man, maybe onto Kella even, because that That lady is a beast on the heavy as well, and it's not a bad idea to crit a heavy, but there goes a spy. Actually, they probably should have called that out a little bit earlier, because I would have thought their comms could have prevented maybe that backstab on their heavy. They now actually don't have a demo man either, so they need to get that spawn relatively quickly here, or the Kritzkrieg is not going to be all that terribly useful. Foil only at 15% right now, so they do have just a little bit of leeway. But the cart is getting pushed and pushed and pushed, and there is just nothing our red team can do about it. They did not have any sort of defense set up outside, so actually this is getting a lot closer. Looks like they are going to take Elizer out on the Kritzkrieg, and they're going to go for a huge flank here. This could be gigantic. Here comes the crits right now. They haven't used anything yet. There they go. Oh, crits on the cart. 3 kills instantly. Going for the medic now, and going to get him as well. So that is a very successful Kritzkrieg. Only 2 players left alive on the blue team, and they're going to get a couple kills here. You know, Black takes down Bio. Going to go for the scout as well, who is just bouncing all over the place. Oh, that is no fun as a heavy, having a scout in your face like that. Jordan playing that beautifully. Uh-oh. I have a mute button. There we go. I had to cough, and I don't think you wanted to hear it. So there you go. That is 50 seconds left. Ropeburn actually takes down Kella, not too bad, but they do need to worry about this sentry. They are only going to have one opportunity for an Uber to push, and they need to get this cart moving fast. So there they go. Get that ×3 on it very quickly, because 30 seconds or so, 40 seconds left to go before this is a win for Clan McCart. It's actually getting pretty close. Foil building the Uber. He is going to barely have time for the Uber, but they need that cart to be like right there pushing. There they go. They are getting it at least ×2 most of the time here, and the scout trying to do his best with the soda popper mini crits. They're getting it pretty close right now. The bay doors are open, but are they going to get the Uber? No, they are not. They don't have enough time anymore, and some pretty good defense. A sentry that is just beast right now, and a lot of high ground advantage is going to secure this round just barely for Clan McCart. We'll be right back with that second half. And if we had to pick one hero from the first half, it's this guy right here, Elizer, which I am sure I'm pronouncing incorrectly. But this demo man with that crits, and by the way, the medic as well, using the crits, both of them doing some crazy balls out kind of stuff. Apparently demo kind of screwed up his rollout. Whatever, there's no rollout on this. What are they doing? I think they're just screwing around. I don't honestly know, but the crit stickies are kind of funny. So looks as if. Anyway, Elizer definitely one of the heroes of that round. And are they? Oh, nice use of the short circuit. The engineer coming out here, short circuiting to destroy all of those stickies. I like it. I like it a lot. So the crit stickies are all gone now. Didn't really get any kills out of that, but the crits will be ready again soon. I gotta pull that back up. There we go. Elizer, yeah, is almost ready to go on that crits again, but just an observer, very, very damaged right now, and could get taken out anytime soon. Got to try to find this person. There we go. Elizer actually backed way off. Where is the medic? Oh, Justin got taken down, so no second crits for the moment. This time around, Clan McCart is going to have the same hold they had before with the sentry setup over here, which works decently well. They are not going to be able to hold off the first point very easily, because they're just going to be holding off this choke. And this choke is really, really nasty. So we'll see. We'll see how easily our blue team pushes through that choke point. But I've actually seen the sentry setup back here sometimes, which is kind of useful. We have not seen that yet this game. Maybe they just don't like that strat at all. And so far, Foil has gotten taken down. So, ooh, a lot of damage coming in right now. Xenocyber with a nice reflect there. So, you know, not all WMM with this guy all the time, I guess. Yeah. But Bio now using the Spycicle. Oh, we're going to get to see some ice sculptures while our blue team tries to push that cart through that choke. And that is a nasty choke to deal with. Looks like Bio has called out that there is... Oh, nice. Nice. That there is a ice to see you. That there is going to be some flanking action going on. So it does seem as if Clan McCart has realized that their opponents, the last bosses, do really like to do all that flanking stuff. X has found a nice little angle to try and hit that sentry from, but so far didn't quite manage to take it down yet. And there is a crits coming out here now. Don't think it's done a heck of a lot of damage. They're trying to finish it off with Kella, and that didn't quite happen either. But the sentry is still quite effectively alive. And Neronia is to blame for that one.
So the cart's actually moving backwards right now. There is no way to push that cart while this many players are watching it. And so really, it's all going to come down to whether they can knock out the sentry nest or not. So far, not looking that way. Ropeburn actually complaining about a face stab there. We will see. I don't know, I didn't really... I don't think I'm going to go back and do a picture-in-picture. Sorry, not my style. But FaZe spotting that sniper just briefly. He's going to be waiting for... Well, he's going to be waiting to get shot in the side by a sniper, actually. Or a spy, I'm sorry. Shot in the side by a spy. Raging Caucasian. I just got that. Sorry. Okay, anyway, don't call me slow. It's not fair. Foil trying to take down some of those stickies instead of building the Uber, and that... I mean... I'm not going to say it's a super mistake, because right now they have a huge advantage anyway, but they could have had just a little bit more, and every second does count right now. They've got a minute on the first capture time, but the second is going to be a very, very long capture indeed. Looks like there is still some short-circuit action, but that was Ropeburn got taken out. Finally, the sentry does go down there, and it looks as if our blue team will be pushing forward to victory. They've taken down all but 2 of the players here. Kella trying to get upstairs, maybe get some high ground advantage, just so that she can hold off the second point for a little bit longer. But it seems as if... Remember that using the Gru is going to hurt you quite a lot, and you can't throw that sandwich down to instantly recover 150 health anymore. You gotta sit down and eat it for like 5 seconds, which I gotta say, on a battlefield, combat sandwich eating is an art that few have mastered. So Kella looking down on the cart right now, but not gonna be able to stop it. And so, ooh, there's gonna be some battling going on up here. I just know it. Yep, that is a flanking heavy. Not something you see every day, but when you do see it, you don't see it for long because you're dead. And now, where is Foil? He is not building his Uber up, but it doesn't matter. Justin just got took out, so oh my gosh, just got taken out. Salamancer, the grammar hour with Sal. That's what you're listening to right now. And what you just saw right there was a sniper go through a teleporter and get transformed into a roaming soldier who took out the opponent's sniper. Just kidding. You know, I clicked once. That's what happened. Oh, that poor scout ice sculpture. Bio gets taken out there by Eric. He's going to be quite happy about that. 300 health, wants to jump in, see if he can't spot a sentry location. He remembered that the sentry was up here last time, but looks as if it is not. In fact, not even set up yet, so got to build this thing pretty quickly. So Eric is going to be backing off for now, waiting for maybe another buff, or waiting for the opportune moment to push. He actually just snuck all the way upstairs and will be able to start laying down some spam. Looks like he's probably using the gunboats. No, he's not. He's probably got a shotgun out then. And there you go. Takes down FaZe. So Eric is going to be in quite high spirits right now, with some good spam, some good 200 health. Nobody even shooting or touching him right now. And he's got, oh, that's what he's got, a buff banner. So that is going to be mini crits for everybody within range of him. And there's an Uber as well. So that is just basically utter death for Clan McCart on defense right now. Clan McCart is probably going to give up a fairly short capture time. So we could indeed see this go to a third set. X right now immediately jumping forward, and this is what you got to do as soon as you take that third point. If you have the opportunity, jump forward, get as much ground as possible set up so that you can have, you know, your maybe your scout, whoever is back behind, push the cart. But you got to have some heavy classes, some fast classes, whatever, getting up there and immediately doing the damage. And right now that is what X is leading the way on. That is some fantastic demo work right there. And getting some, wow, some really good damage put down too. So this cart is moving non-stop, and that is not something you see every day going into this fourth point. Now we will see it today. And pretty much, Clan McCart has been using a strategy of staying back on the last point and not really worrying about that fourth point defense. Not something I see often, just because the fourth point has so many good sniper lanes, and you can set up a wrangled sentry right up here. It's quite a nice little location. The Uber, ooh, this may not work. They need to take out the medic, and they are not doing that. Foil taking just a bit of damage, but not nearly enough. And right now, well, they've taken down a couple of blue players. But yeah, this... Oh, no, what are you doing? Okay, no, Foil had an Uber. Never mind, that's good. And they are going to chase down Kella, taking her out with some pills. And taking down a laser out with pills as well. X is doing an amazing job right now. DJ Operator is, I think, just respawned, so sorry about that. but they're pushing that cart past the 4th point already. 6 minutes and 31 seconds. This is a time, ladies and gentlemen, not quite half the time that we saw last time around, but going to be pretty close so far if the red team can't get their act together on this last point. Clan McCart, what is up? They do have the sentry set up at a similar location again above this giant toilet bowl of a last point. And there you go, they take down, or almost take down anyway, the demo on the attacking team. But here comes some mini crits. Once again, a buff banner ready to go, and wow, nice sticky trap there by Eliezer. He's going to shut down the demo man play. Still, oh, no, not quite. I did like the engineer's positioning down here. He was able to spam that sentry just a little bit without being shot by it. But, of course, there are other players here as well they have to worry about. And that's always a tough thing to deal with when you've got like 9 players standing above a point like this. Probably going to be some flanking attempts fairly soon by the blue team, I would expect. And Ropeburn should be setting up a teleporter somewhere if he hasn't already, but we'll see. Just trying to keep this cart moving forward. Every little inch counts because they do not want it moving backwards. That only adds to the time that you have available to you. Well, that your opponents have available to them when they're pushing. That's what I mean when I say that. You know what I meant. And there goes Jordan. And yes, that is not a dead ringer. That's just totally Jordan eating it. But FaZe taking a little bit of damage himself here too, and so our blue team is going to be close. Going to be missing some opportunities here. There goes the engineer. Ropeburn is doing his best to keep that cart moving forward, which is actually really, really useful. So even though he's running in there and dying, he's at the very least keeping his team's push alive. Foil takes a lot of damage here. Going to be very, very... Oh, he's at 5 health. Somebody's in there on him too. 1 health. Foil, can he stay alive? So far, oh... He does take down Jordan, but then Eliezer comes in to finish the job. 100% ready on the crits. They are probably going to pop this fairly soon. Eliezer going to take that crits Krieg and start launching some sticks through the door. Doesn't hit anything yet. And actually, it looks as if the spy is doing most of the work right now, so that crits just didn't work at all. But there you go. 9 minutes and 11 seconds is a great time for the last bosses. And now Clan McCart with the last round. Remember, they set a 12-minute and 30-second or so, 12, 14, I don't remember. Something above 12 minutes. They need to beat that by 3 minutes now. Beat their own time, essentially, against this team. So that's if they want to win this stopwatch round. Of course, if they don't, then each team will have won 1 stopwatch round, and they will go on to a decider, which is what we always love to see here on SalTV. More TF2. My favorite. X setting up some standard sticky traps here over on the left-hand side. You do want to shut down that left-hand side as much as possible and just harass the crap out of anybody watching out of it, because that way you give free reign for all of your defenders up here to use this high ground advantage, and you pretty much funnel your opponents onto the roof of this house where they can be easily shut down by your roaming soldier, or you funnel them out here where the sniper has a nice clean view and there's actually a sentry watching there as well. Just level 1 so far, but even level 1 is going to stop any sort of jumping. It's going to deal a lot of damage. I do like the way these windows work, by the way. You walk up to them, it's just like a door. You walk up to it, it opens. You walk away from it, it closes. So you can kind of peek out whenever you want and then walk away from the window so your opponents can't see where you are inside of the building. I kind of like that feature of this map. It's a neat little idea. And X now launching some spam in there. Looks like he missed an opportunity for a sticky trap, but of course everybody knows the sticky trap's going to be out there anyway, so you very rarely do you actually get a kill with it. It's just kind of like, okay, we got to take out the sticky trap before we move on. Xenocyber taken down by that sentry. And there you go. Now Ropeburn's sentry is finally gone. Zarlo using the direct hit, interestingly enough, so we'll probably be looking to... Oh, man. Oh, man. Gonna take a lot of splash damage there. Pulls up the pain train, thinking it was an equalizer. Zarlor, we just got that on camera, buddy. Sorry. And Blue has his soda popper ready to go, but maybe mistimed that push against the Uber just a little bit. He thought he was going to get away with it when the Uber faded, but he did not at all. Killa took him out, and whoa, I thought I heard a nice little air blast there. I think we did. Eric got hit by the air blast, but then actually Eliza finished him off, and Jordan, that is just going to make me sick, so we're not going to watch that anymore. FaZe, though, pushing the cart along with the rest of his team, so looks like McCart feels the pressure. They are keeping ×3 on that cart almost the entire way. Pretty close to it. But they are also doing the very standard, payload strat of, as you're pushing that cart, as your opponents are losing their defensive advantage, you just keep pushing farther and farther forward and keep making lots and lots of space open up if you possibly can. Don't let them ever set up a sentry. Don't let them ever get a standard defensive position, because once they do, it becomes infinitely harder to break through. So we'll see whether McCart can actually do it. So far, not looking like it's going to be too successful. Justin Observer has about a 90% Uber. Needs to build that up pretty fast because Foil is using the crits, and they will have that ready quite soon. Black is taken down, though, by FaZe, so that's quite a useful thing, and Elizer's going to come in here with an Uber now. So they are probably going to be able to take down the sentry, no problemo. Here it comes. Foil almost has the crits ready, so we're probably going to see that going off as well on X, but getting pressured by an invincible Demo Man, very scary. And there you go. Good spy work to save the medic. So X is going to have the crits ready. And here it comes right now. This crit stick is immediately taking down FaZe. They've done a lot of damage to the other players as well. Zarlo with 1 health. But Xenocyber stops that as the Pyro getting the capture once again. That guy has gotten probably more cart captures than anybody else this entire game. And at least that I've seen, obviously. But wow. So that was a very tense crits. Didn't quite achieve the goal that it meant to, because of course spawns are now going to move. Some routes are going to open up for the blue team to push further around behind the red team's flanks. That's what happens when you lose a point as a defense. And so this hold position here is going to get far more tenuous now that there are extra routes available to the blue team to push around behind. They are so far still standing above this cart and just kind of asserting their dominance over it. But that's probably going to change very quickly as X gets taken down. Black Belt stabbed. We just saw that barely out of the corner of our eyes there in the distance through the heavy cam. But look at this. Already a Uber charge ready to go for just an Observer. They're watching for the spy because they know that the Raging Caucasian is out for blood right now. But there he is. And I guess taken out. So very nice work there. They're immediately going to rush in here, try and chase down. Yeah, this is exactly what you got to do when you want to set a fast time on Highlander. Once you've taken down your opponents, once you've caused that wipeout, then you just get right up to their spawn as much as possible, and that is going to be a capture very quickly on the 3rd point as well. Even quicker than the last boss's got. This is actually looking good right now, and Foil can't force this door open. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Foil was actually caught in that door as it closed, kind of clipped through it, and it did not open again. So actually had to kill himself, and that is a huge blow, because that means Justin Observer, he might have a huge Uber advantage. Actually backs off, takes a lot of damage, maybe from a sniper, maybe from rollers. I didn't see it, but had to back off to the cabinet. Nonetheless, big Uber advantage right now for the blue team. And some decent deathmatch skills going on from the last bosses, so they are holding off a point for now. Wow, nice kill. Thief with the headshot on Zarlor is holding off that point for just a little bit longer. But the cart is, of course, moving once again. There is a spy here going for the kill on the medic. Didn't quite manage to get that. And now here comes some Girardi. Does not feel good to double jump when you're covered in Girardi. I just want to point that out. I've done it in real life, and it just feels dirty. But, Xenocyber coming in once again for the WM1. Doesn't quite manage to take down the Raging Caucasian. 12 health left on that guy, but he will probably go find some health very quickly. And Bio getting in a little bit of a battle here with the Pyro. Somehow got away from that. Here comes the Uber from Clan McCart, and it is going to sneak in around. Not doing a heck of a lot of damage, but they do take down DJ Operator, which is quite a useful thing to do. And pushing pretty far forward there. Elizer maybe got a little bit greedy with that. Now they do have not a lot of room left to push that cart before they win the round, if they do. But some really good work by this scout here. That is Blue taking down the heavy. Or no, actually it was Thief, but Blue got in there and did all the distraction work. So Kella, of course, did not see the sniper coming. Thief now taken down by FaZe. And this is an uphill battle. It will fall down if you don't push it continuously. So Jordan going to try and get on it, but he's got to be careful. There is a Demo Man behind him trying to get the kill, and he does finally do that. So cart falls right back down. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. It's not impossible, but it is a tough feat to accomplish to get a capture on that last point in this amount of time. And Raging Caucasian using an area of the map that you would almost think didn't exist. That is definitely new in this version, at least, as far as I know. And it looks as if the two teams are set up in a more standard attack-defend position on this point, with X getting a nice kill on the sticky trap he had on that cart. And the sniper, Thief, nowhere to be seen. He is taken down for now, but this, of course, is such a useful... Xenocyber gets caught out of there. Let me in, guys! But yeah, this is a very common thing to see the sniper like standing up here on the roof, and there's just a lot of high ground and long range advantage that you get as the defenders trying to defend that cart. Just have to keep your medic hidden and tucked away safely out of view, which is exactly what they're doing. So it's going to be tough for the blue team to really respond with an effective push. Justin gets taken down by the Raging Caucasian, and that could spell doom, D-O-O-M, for Clan McCart. But they are pushing that cart pretty darn fast, so 2.5 minutes left is not the end of the world for them. And this heavy, 25 health left, does get the Uber flash just barely at the end, but may still end up being taken. Nope. Gets away with it. So there is really no Uber advantage to speak of right now. Bio gets wrenched to death, and a fairly standard last point defense. It's all going to come down to whether Clan McCart can take out that sentry. How far away can they see it from is the question. Pretty far. This is probably still within range of the sentry, but maybe, well, of course with the Wrangler, anything's in range of the sentry. And they do take down Kella with that Wrangler. So the cart is getting pushed, and of course they can kind of hide behind it a little bit, but they will take splash damage from the rockets that are coming up behind. They're looking for the spy right now, who somehow did not get caught there. There he goes, though. Not going to be able to place down those sappers at the moment. Eric doesn't quite manage to grab that health kit. And 1:20 left to go. It's crunch time if Clan McCart wants to get this, because they can, but they've got to watch sticky traps, they've got to watch for the sentry up here, and it looks like they are trying to push through the upper area with Zarlor at least. He will have to grab that health kit. And what's not enforced? Sorry, whoa, smoking. Oh, okay, gotcha. Don't smoke, kids. It's just not good for your lungs, it really isn't. And I would know, I've got the lungs of a stallion. I don't even know where I was going with that. Honestly, just, I don't smoke, so that's pretty cool. Neuronia, though, gets taken down, and it looks as if time is ticking away for Clan McCart. There is an Uber for foil right now, so of course he can just pop that Uber anytime he wants, go and stand on the cart and block it for a full 8 seconds if he needs to. Phase taken down by the Ambassador, so here comes an Uber for the blue team. They will have to take down the sentry with it, and they probably will. There you go, the sappers get placed down on it. Bio pushed off in exchange, but the Uber is now popped for the red team, I'm sorry, so they can just sit here on the cart, but they're not doing it, actually. Oh no, what are you doing? Get on the cart! Oh no! So they've got a spy and a sniper right now trying to defend it, and they really could, but the question is, can they do it for the entire 10 seconds here? It's going to be really close. Kella running in, and that is a very scary thing to see. That is actually it. Clan McCart gets it in the last 5 seconds. GG, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be Clan McCart taking it 2-0 in a very close game. I do want to see more good stuff out of the last bosses in the future, because they've got some pretty stellar players on their team and some good strats as well. Good game to both teams, and do remember, guys, check out the UGC Highlander stuff. This was from the Swiftwater week. I've missed out on some of the other weeks, like Steel, but I'm probably going to get some of those games casted as well. Coming up pretty soon here, maybe in the next couple of days. So do stay tuned, ladies and gents.